Money matches. Do they exist anymore?
Money matches. Well, like, are you talking like a main event to be the draw of the whole show?
Does it do we just have to think of it as the money match is the WrestleMania main event? Like, is there a match that, you could just say, all right, somewhere on a roster, we see two people that haven't crossed paths yet, that's a money match that we can take and build to a large TV rating or a potential pay-per-view gate? Do those even exist anymore?
Um, it really comes down to for me, it comes down to telling a story. And we talked about this before. I have to be invested in order to tune in every week to see what's going on and to follow a certain storyline. Now, I don't watch either of them, and I know people in the comments, people always say to me, "How could you do a podcast and you don't watch wrestling?" Well, it's not a wrestling podcast. We talk about wrestling a lot because that's the business that I'm still in. But this whole show isn't about wrestling. It's a lifestyle podcast. So no, I don't have to
Talk about
focus.
weight loss for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I talk about everything. If something's in the news, I'm going to discuss it. So I don't watch wrestling anymore. But back when I did, I remember if there were certain things, like example, NWO. I talk about this all the time. I was a big NWO mark. So yeah, I wanted to see NWO sold out, or I wanted to see that pay-per-view to see what they would do next. Are they, meaning these groups that are working today, are they captivating the audience enough for them to want to buy a product, to want to pay extra? Now, I know WWE has Peacock, you pay to watch, right? But
Right.
now AEW pay-per-views, what do they run you? Do they run you like $50 or
I'm not sure. I
they
know their
got to be
model's a
up
little
there?
different.
It's not
Yeah, it's
like it's
gotta
going to
be.
be 1995
No.
or they got to be up there. So for I think the average fan to have to pay $50, you have to be invested to some kind of story that's going on. And I mean, what are the captivating stories that they're running right now? I don't know. I know MJF is a big deal there. People love to hate him. Is he enough to justify paying $50 to hear a promo or to see one match?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not the wrestling fan that I used to be. I used to live, eat, breathe, sleep, dream wrestling. I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad because I really enjoyed it at one point. But nowadays, I don't know. You could say I grew out of it, or I just don't enjoy it like I used to. So I don't know. Is there money matches? Probably. I guess to some people who are really invested, you could say yes. For me, I'm not watching any.
Yeah, it's for me, it's like as a kind of, I guess you'd say either like lapsed fan or kind of the fan they lost over the years because the styles changed. The guys that I would want to see coming back are either unfortunately passed away or retired.
Right.
So there's nothing that's luring me back in. But if there is a money match, it's really got to knock my socks off. Now, the Stone Cold Steve Austin last year with Kevin Owens, like, I don't really love Kevin Owens, but I checked it out because it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Mhm.
So I consider that to be, a money match, right? They're talking about Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns might main event the pre-WrestleMania pay-per-view. I
Okay.
think that might get my interest because Sami Zayn's put on a hell of a performance over the last year, being the only interesting part of television for WWE. So that's kind of a money match, but is he going to win? You don't know. It's kind of blurring the lines. It's an
Um,
interesting little wrinkle. So I don't know. It's could be a money match, but is that only reserved for the big shows? I don't know.
so I just saw a blurb, and I don't know if it's set in stone, but it said John Cena was going to wrestle. Is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul? One of the Pauls, whichever brother that was there.
Logan,
Logan?
I think Logan. Oh man, that's a good question.
All
I
right,
think
whoever,
Logan. I
whatever.
think Logan's the one that signed with them. I think Jake is the one that was there at the last show they did in Saudi.
Who's the one that keeps working? That's a breakthrough star that holds the Pokemon $1 million Pokemon card.
I think that's Logan, but
Okay,
then I
so
think the
it's him.
brother was also on recently too.
They're both wrestling now?
I think the brother did something in the last time that the
Oh,
Logan. All
Jesus.
right, so but I think it's Logan. Logan.
Okay, so I saw John Cena versus him. Now, John Cena, mainstream, hasn't been really around, just started showing his face again. He's a money that's a money match. He's brought back. The Rock. The Rock comes in and does that's a money match. You have a big name, especially if they haven't been there for a while, but people are interested in that. That to me is a money match. That's going to draw attention. John Cena's mainstream movie star. The Rock, mainstream movie star. Logan Paul has 85,000 million trillion followers on social media. Wears a necklace that has a $1 million Pokemon card. You know what I mean? Is a breakthrough star, apparently. Everybody talks highly of the kid. I hope I'm saying the right guy. Don't come at me, people. I don't know which Logan it is or which Paul it is, but it's one of those brothers, whoever works there. But they say he's really, really good. And apparently he's wrestling John Cena, allegedly. So
Allegedly.
But that's a money match.
Yeah.
Because of the rub from John Cena. Now, will John put him over?
Right, but I look at that and I go, do you waste a guy like John Cena on a celebrity?
He signed with them. He's a wrestler.
But is the money in building a guy that's going to be there for years and years and years versus a celebrity signed talent who's only going to be there for the duration?
You're wrong.
Right, yeah, I could be.
The guy that's going to be there for years and years and years is the kid, is Logan Paul. John Cena's just there for a cup of coffee. He's not staying for years and years and years. He made his decision. He's acting. This is a special
right,
thing.
but I'm saying this Cena. No, but Logan Paul's not staying there for years and years.
Why not? They're saying he found a love for the sport.
He's gonna be.
He signed a long-term deal.
He's gonna be gone. He's not gonna be there.
Oh my God, I'm going to disagree with you.
And money matches. I mean, yeah, you're right. There could be some because we might not know that there's like a luchador that's got 10-star ridiculous matches with another luchador or a Japanese up-and-comer that we've never heard of that we're ignorant for not acknowledging. So
yeah, all I know is from what I read about this kid, he's like the next big thing. So I and again, I don't watch, so I don't know. I did watch one of his whatever he did that was a big deal last year. I don't know if it was WrestleMania last year or one of the pay-per-views. He was outstanding for just starting out. He was really good. And they said, like the boys in the back said, he takes it very seriously. So I respect that, because you don't just want to come in and I'm a big deal. I don't have to train. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. Like he wants, from what I understood, he wants to be there. He wants to work. So I like that about him. But do you really think a John Cena is going to be there week after week anymore? He's like in his 40s. He's a millionaire and he's an actor. No. He's doing the same thing on The Rock for in that promo. And now he's in the same position. But
God bless him.
Make your money. Who cares?
God bless you.
Who cares?
John Cena. All right.
John Cena.
Ooh, you got fired up on
I'm
that
a big
one.
fan of Mr. Cena, by the way.